Hi friends, welcome to the Cloud Universe. In this video series, we will explore Azure AI and help you understand AI services from Azure with demo. And these videos will also help you for AI 900 exam if you're planning to take. So as you can see, Azure provides many AI services like AI search, computer vision, face API, language services, translator, and many more. We will start with Azure Machine Learning. For that, you have to go to your resource group, create, look for Azure Machine Learning. You will see this option, Azure Machine Learning. So, what is machine learning then? The fundamental idea of machine learning is to use data from past observations to predict unknown outcomes or values. Basically, the idea is to train a model to predict the unknown values. And what are models then? Machine learning models are programs that can analyze data to find patterns or make decisions. They are trained using labeled or unlabeled data to perform tasks like classifying the data or predicting outcomes. Basically, machine learning models try to capture the relationship between the data. Now, in this video, we'll explore the automated machine learning capability in Azure Machine Learning Studio and use it to train and evaluate a machine learning model. So our goal is take some historical data, train the model, and produce the uh, output. What that output is going to be? So that output is going to be a prediction of the unknown values. Okay, we'll take one example. Yeah, so this is the example. This is the example of ice cream sales data of the months of January and February of 2024. I do have 2 months ice cream sales data. Uh, we'll just see what all these columns explain. Day means day of the month. Month uh, one means January. Year is 2024. Was that a holiday? No. If it is zero, if it is one, then it was a holiday. Weekday. The number of that day in a week. That is sixth day. Temperature on that day, humidity on that day, and there were 331 ice cream sales were made on January 1st. Likewise, we have 2 months data till February end. Now, considering this data, we'll train a model, and and that model will be used to predict the sales that would be done in next year, that is in January and February of 2025. Now, uh, if we come to Azure, this is the Azure Machine Learning service. Click on Create. Choose the resource group where you want to place this, and choose a name. I'll just choose AZML test 1. Choose the region, and along with this, it creates a storage account, a key vault, an application insight, and a container registry. As of now, I don't have any storage account existing, so I'm going to create new one, as well as Key Vault, as well as Application Insight. And container registry, I'll keep it none as of now, because uh, a container registry will be created automatically the first time you deploy a model to a container. That's why I'll keep it none as of now. We'll go to networking. Uh, I will choose public because as it is just a demo. Workspace is accessed via public endpoint. Compute can access public resources. Outbound data movement is unrestricted. And you can choose among these three according to your need. Encryption. If you want to encrypt data using customer managed key, then use this checkbox. Identity. I'll just go ahead with a system assigned managed identity. Tags, I don't want. Review and create. Click on create. I would recommend you to read the documentation of Azure Machine Learning and understand it properly, understand the evaluation matrices, understand the models. That would definitely help you in understanding how to begin or how to work with Azure Machine Learning. The resource is created. Go to resource. Okay, so as I was saying in this video, we will explore automated machine learning capability in Azure Machine Learning Studio and use it to train and evaluate a machine learning model. Now we have created Azure Machine Learning workspace successfully. Now how to use this? Click on Launch Studio. This is the studio. Click on all workspaces. So here you will get all the workspaces. We will be working on this workspace, that is Azure AZML test one. So there are many of the options here. You can explore all these options. We are particularly interested in automated ML as of now. Click on automated ML. Then your very first step is to create a job, new automated ML job. Click on this. Basic settings. Let's start with some basic information about your training job. You have to give a job name, which should be unique. I'll just keep the default one, and new experiment name. I'll just give ice ice cream sales. Description. Give a description. I'll give ice cream sales prediction. Tags. I'll leave them blank. I don't want any tags. Click on next. Task type and data. Choose the type of task that you would like your model to perform and the data to use for training. Select a task type. So there are many task types here. We are interested in regression because to predict continuous numeric values, we already have historical numerical data here, as I was explaining here, and we want to predict numerical data. We, numerical data which I mean the sale which would happen in next year, that is uh, January and February of 2025. uh, we can also see other options here. Classification. So classification, it is just to predict one of several categories, either yes or no, or one among these. Likewise, we have many of the task types. We are interested in regression one. Now, select data. We have to select the data. Make sure your data is pre-processed into a supported format. Click on create data set. Give some name. I'll just give ice cream sales. Description also, I'll just put ice cream sales data. Now we have the data in the format of table in this file. So this is a .csv file. That's why we'll choose table, ml table. Click on next. Now choose a source for your data asset. Since I do have this data in my local, I'll choose from local files. Click on next. And that data has to be uploaded to Azure Blob Storage. So this is the data store where it uploads that historical data. It is already chosen here. Click on next. Now we will upload the data from my local to blob storage. For that, click on upload folder. uh, I have the data in this folder. I'll explain you what I just have uploaded. Click on upload. Okay, so that folder has two files. One is, okay, let me show you. Yeah, so this is the folder ice cream sales. If I go inside, there are two files. One is ice cream sales .csv file, which I was showing you earlier, this file. And there is one more file called ml table. Let's open this. So ml table contains path of this file ./ice cream sales.csv. Path should be mentioned here, and transformations. Delimiter would be comma. Because this is a .csv file, we have to provide all these data. So data is uploaded. Click next. You can review it and click on create. So it is creating a data asset. Now choose the data asset you just created and click on next. We are in task settings tab, and then target column. I'll just explain what the target column is. So uh, day, month, year, holiday, weekday, temperature, humidity. All these are inputs. All these are inputs. All these are features. And result is sales. That's why our target column must also be sales. Okay. And before that, whatever data you have uploaded in your previous step, if you want to view that, click on view data. Yeah. So this is the data which we have uploaded in the from that .csv file. Okay. And you have already chosen target column and click on view additional configuration settings. And while you were going through the documentation and understanding machine learning and Azure machine learning, you already have known about root mean squared error. So what is root mean squared error? So it is an evaluation metric for a regression type of machine learning. There are others also, but we'll go ahead with a normalized root mean squared error. Okay, and explain best model. We don't want that. Explain best model means it automatically shows explainability on the best model created by automated ML. We don't want that now. And use all supported models. I'll uncheck this. I don't want this. And allowed models. So here there are already models here. Uh, we will choose two models. One is random forest and light GBM. And of course, you can read and understand about models. Understanding the models is not in the scope of this video. So I'll just choose these two models and go ahead. Click save. Expand limits. Maximum trials. I'll just put 3. What is maximum trials? Max trials is maximum number of trials, each with a different combination of algorithm and hyperparameters to try during AutoML job. And max concurrent trials, that also I'll just put 3. Max nodes which you want to run, that also I'll just put 3. And you already have learned about a matrices. So in the documentation. Hence, for example, matrix score threshold. When this threshold value will be reached for an iteration metric, the training job will terminate. Keep in mind that meaningful models have correlation greater than 0, otherwise they are as good as guessing the average metric threshold between the bounds 0 to 10. I'll just choose 0.085 so that if a model achieves a normalized root mean squared error matrix score of 0.085 or less, then the job ends. And experiment timeout 15 minutes. I'll choose. I cannot choose less than that. It won't allow us. So minimum is the 15 minutes. And iteration time out 15 minutes is fine. Enable early termination. Select to end the job if the score is not improving in short term. We'll check that. Validate and test. You can choose a validation type and select test data as an optional step, but we'll choose it. Validation type. We'll choose train validation split. So what does it mean? You might have already learned in the documentation that uh, historically observed data is split into two parts. One part will be used to train the model. One part will be used for validation of that model. So this data, whatever I have 2 months data, will be split into two parts. One part will be used for training the data. Another part is used for validating the data. and percentage validation of data 10% is fine, and test data. Uh, as of now, I'll go ahead with none. We'll test the model later. Click on next. In the compute tab, select and configure the compute resource for executing your training job. As this is just a demo, I'll go ahead with serverless, virtual machine type, CPU, virtual machine tier, dedicated, and you have to choose the virtual machine size here. I'll just go ahead with the default one. Number of instances, one is fine. Click on next, review it, and click on submit training job. The job is getting created now. It takes some time. As you can see, it is running now. Setting up the run, and it is running still, and now it is running featureization, and now model training is in progress. Okay, so now training is completed. We have the best model now. This is how it looks like after the completion of the training. Now, uh, go to best model summary. You have algorithm name, min, max, scalar, random forest. Click on this link and then go to matrices. So here you will find all the matrices. For example, this is root mean squared error. Likewise, you will get all the matrices here. And we are particularly interested in predicted true and residuals. What are residuals then? The residuals chart shows the residuals. I mean the differences between predicted and actual values in histogram. Okay, and predicted chart compares the predicted values against the true values, and this is how they look like. Our next step is to deploy this model. For that, go to model, click on deploy, click on real-time endpoint. Deploy the model using the real-time endpoint wizard. Instance count 3 is fine, and virtual machine 8 GB RAM, 16 GB disk is fine. Endpoint, new endpoint. Yes, I want to create a new endpoint. Endpoint name, I'll keep it as it is, because this should be unique. And deployment name, I'll keep it as it is. Inferencing data collection, keep it disabled. And package model also, I'll keep it disabled. Okay, we'll see what are these. Save inference inputs and outputs securely in your blob storage associated with this workspace. No, I don't want this as of now. And do I want to package them? No. Package the model to an environment. No, I don't want that also as of now. Click on deploy. Your deployment is being created and you will be redirected in a moment to track its status. So we'll just we'll just understand what we did till now. The very first step we did was creating a job. Creating a job means training the model with the historical data. The next step is to deploy that model. That's what we have been doing now. Now it says model deployment is successfully triggered. Okay, it's not completed yet. It has just triggered it. And where are we deploying that? To an endpoint. Okay, so go to endpoints, and this is the model we just have deployed. Click on that, and as you can see, deployment is still uh, going on. Let's give it some time, and deployment is completed now, as you can see here. Deployment is also completed. Provisioning is also succeeded. Now uh, we trained the model and we deployed the model. Now the next step is to test it. For that, click on test. This is how you will get a sample inference where you can input your data here and you will get the output. Now let's go to our .csv file where we have the historical data. Okay, let's try to add some some data here in the notepad for testing purpose. Okay, assume we want to predict the number of ice cream sales for 28th February. Okay, put comma. So yeah, we are choosing a day as 28, month as 2 because we are predicting for February. Year 2025, comma. Uh, is that day holiday? Let's assume it as holiday. So put 1. Is it a weekday? I mean, which weekday will it be? Let's put it 6th day of the week. And temperature, let's put point 23 temperature. And humidity, let's put point 43. Okay, so what we are trying to find is 28th February, how many ice creams will be sold. Okay, and put all these data in braces. Okay, and copy this. And here in the input part, index, put it as 0 because we want to start from 0. And the data, whatever you have copied from the notepad, just paste it here and click on test. So now it has predicted that 273.6. That is, we can take it to only 273 here. So the model has predicted that 273 ice creams will be sold on 28th of February 2025. So that's how it works. I assume this video would have helped you understand on how to use Azure machine learning to predict the unknown values from a model. That model was trained by historical data. Thank you.